My name is Colton Smith. I am a project manager at SPIARS. I've been at SPIARS a little over 2 years, started right before the pandemic. While we were working from home, there wasn't much work coming in the door, work to be done. Everybody kind of paused construction, but my supervisor, Matt, was still kind of very engaged. We were meeting every day. I felt really connected even though we were working from home and there wasn't much to do necessarily, just because boss stayed engaged and was definitely helping out. And then after COVID ended, all the work came roaring back and we all of a sudden got really, really busy. So I just got a lot of responsibility handed to me early on after starting. And so I don't know, it's developed me professionally in the sense that I've had a lot more responsibility than I think I would have at maybe a bigger company where they're more staffed up. All the people I work with are uplifting. It's kind of a culture throughout the office that whether it's work stuff or other things, it's nobody's like tearing each other down really. It's more of an encouraging environment. That's kind of been my biggest takeaway versus other places I've worked, is just whether it's personal stuff or at work, it's always encouraging. My biggest project is Windsong Ranch in Prosper. So that one has been going for 15 years at this point, and we're just about to wrap it up. But it's great going out on site because oftentimes the most rewarding things about a project are the things that were the hardest in design. For example, one thing I was proud of out there was Windsong Phase 7. There were some tree lines and we had our whole layout done and it was going to blow out all these tree lines, but we, at the client's request, took the time to redo all the layouts after they were all done, which took several weeks of effort to get all of those changes made. But now that it's constructed, you go out there and there's these long tree lines with nice mature trees out there that's pretty unique. I think we have a higher purpose in the way that the ownership has really led out in the SPIARS Cares initiatives and with their faith and all that side of SPIARS. Really gives it a bigger purpose and takes some of the focus off of just making as much money as possible. We're still a very profitable company, but that's not the whole focus. And out of their leadership kind of comes the encouraging culture that I've talked about. And that's what I'm most proud of, and being a part of that and trying to pass on that culture and take it to the next generation from the current leadership to kind of continue that and keep it going rather than it just being dependent on them. So that's kind of what I'm looking for in the future, is ways to, my generation of employees or people around my age to kind of take that culture and make it our own and pass it on and be the same kind of leaders that Matt and Tim and Kevin have been for the past, 10, 15 years or whatever it's been. But I'm encouraged by that, and that's kind of what I'm looking forward to.